Yeah, kind of a hard pill to swallow, but TheOdd1sOut is a bit of a hypocrite. And I'm not here to say you should stop watching him because he made this one mistake. However, I do think it's definitely worth bringing up. Regardless if this YouTuber is overall a good YouTuber, he still deserves to be called out if this YouTuber did do something wrong. This is exactly what happened to Ethan Klein. People were too comfortable with him being this overall decent YouTuber, so whenever he made a mistake, his fanbase refused to call him out on it, and now he's just a giant arrogant piece of shit. I'm not saying Robert is as horrible of a person as Ethan, not even close, but the starting point of Ethan's decline is very similar to Robert's current controversy. Not the Twitter feud, but the mobile game ad. Let us compare. Here we have two very well-respected YouTubers. Both rant about mobile games or pay-to-win games being scummy and should be considered as a scam. After a couple weeks of not uploading, they publish a video in order to advertise their hip, cool new mobile game. And yes, both show off their new, awesome, cool mobile game in the cringiest way possible.
We're all busy people, we got places to meet, and oh hey, look at that, I just got 3 corn chops in a row, and that's neat. I mean, no! Mobile games are stupid, okay?
Play as the heroic Gila Klein as she mounts Ethan's voluptuous fupa and controls his sweat to victory. The premise doesn't make any sense, but it's really fun. H3 Ball Rider!
You know, they're kind of advertising it in a way that makes fun of themselves, but at the same time, they're completely brushing off the fact that they ranted about this same thing not too long ago. They're playing it off as, tee-hee, isn't it funny how ironic this is?
I wish I had the confidence of a mobile game developer to charge someone $312 a year to play their stupid game. My proposal to fix this scam is to ban mobile games entirely and everyone play Tetris 99. Nintendo Online is cheaper than the VIP Club subscription anyway.
But if I'm just waiting for a bus, or I'm sitting on a bus, or I'm talking to the bus driver because I missed my stop, then I don't see any harm in slicing fruit, surfing virtual subways, or bouncing a cartoon James onto heads of random people. Yep, this video is an announcement/advertisement that I have a mobile game. Yes, I've joined the dark side and I have a free game available in the App Store right now.
So I kind of played this shit game and it's not very fun. And to be fair to Robert, I'm not the biggest fan of mobile games, but it's just really bland. There are 50 other mobile games out there that are probably the exact same thing. So the goal of this game is to bounce around as far as you can. It's kind of like Potty Racers, but not as fun. There's somewhat of a story involved where you go through different parts of Robert's life. Now again, I'm not a fan of this channel. I don't watch his content, so I'm not knowledgeable over the expansive lore of his childhood. So that could be a good reason towards why I wasn't sucked into the game right away. But I still think to myself, if a YouTube channel I adore, such as Gorillas, made a mobile game with a ton of references, but this was the gameplay, it'd still be boring as shit. The TheOdd1sOut game is also plagued with ads and a bunch of useless ass cosmetics.
Well, I could get 50,000 coins, a new skin, and no ads for $10. This is obviously a shit deal, but I mean, I'm so distracted by the colors because I'm 4 years old.
Okay, yeah, that's a ridiculous price for a mobile game, but that's not a scam. They tell you how much it's going to cost right there on the screen. But here's the thing. Roughly 0 people bought the VIP member pass because they were fans of the game and didn't mind the price. No one is willing to pay a weekly bill for a game where all you do is this. But 100% of the people who paid for the subscription are kids using their parents' phone and bought the VIP pass because they have no concept of money.
I would argue your app does the same exact thing. To be fair, and as far as I know, there isn't a weekly membership VIP option, but at the same time, kids can still easily access these useless cosmetics and pay with their parents' money. The only difference is there's not a weekly charge. But the point still stands that these apps are made to fool kids. And you know what? I don't really give a shit about these mobile games tricking kids. Parents should supervise their children better. It's like blaming rated R movies for corrupting your kids. Maybe you should switch the fucking channel. But again, my problem is how hypocritical he's being, and he's just playing it off as, oh, I've joined the dark side, you know, so funny, so quirky. I know I was just going ballistic on the same people about a year ago, but it's fine if I do it because I'm so quirky. Isn't it funny that he's doing the opposite of what he said before? True comedy right there, so funny. At least Ethan didn't backtrack this much in his H3 Ball Rider video. Overall, this was just kind of a sellout move. I'm sure I'm gonna get a ton of comments claiming that I'm just hating for no reason, but Would you guys say the same shit if instead of Robert being in the hot seat, it was someone like Rice Gum? Or just any YouTuber that's easy to hate? It's hypocritical regardless, and it doesn't matter if the person doing the hypocritical act is, you know, an overall decent YouTuber. They still deserve to be called out. And I'm sure some of you are gonna say, oh, well, he doesn't owe you anything. He can upload whenever or whatever he wants. The reason I think some of you are gonna say this is because that was the excuse for a lot of H3H3 fanboys. After 500 fucking years of his last upload, the next one is a mobile game advertisement. I think I have the right to be a little bit annoyed. And again, the main reason why I'm calling out people like Ethan and Robert is because of how hypocritical they're being. Don't really give a shit about their content if I'm being honest.
Diesel patches touch my doodle.